Welcome back, everyone. Dr. Bree and I have been gone for a little while, you may have noticed.
Mhm.
We do take these, I'll call them sabbaticals from time to time, at least in the decade that we've worked together. But there have been some very significant happenings and learnings in the last, year or so that we've taken some breaks. And Dr. Bree has graciously agreed to share those experiences because they help everybody in learning, and we've learned so much. But I have this whole series of questions I want to ask you. But I wanted to start with something you said to me as maybe a title to what we were going to talk about, and that was, why did a spiritual leader, you, leave her job for the creator? And I went, really? Can you explain that to me? And to everyone, what do you really mean by that?
So what I meant is it was self-preservation, first of all. And there was a lot of things that were very negative happening by lower vibrations that were attacking toward me psychically and personally.
Mhm.
The psychic attacks I could handle. That was no big deal. The personal attacks that were happening to us, the website hacked several
Right.
times, that's non-recoverable. Um, Computers hacked, just a bunch of stuff that happened. I had to walk away. But did I walk away from the creator? No. The creator actually helped me take the time to adjust to what was happening. But there's a good point of it all. I was able to sit back and look at it all. And yes, I was angry. Yes, I had resentment. And that is something I normally don't carry is resentment because that's worse than anger. So I had to heal all of that. And I'll get to that on the show about removing resentment. But
Mhm.
those are things I had to heal in myself. And then I had to look at why were these people doing this to me? Was it really about being a friend? And then I thought, like, okay, I put a couple of videos up. And I know they're not normally proper for a spiritual leader to come out that way, but the type of goddess I am and a true goddess stands in her power and her light, no matter what.
Mhm.
We say things, we face things, and other people don't like. And it's like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Mhm.
And I'm like going, why am I not sorry and sorry at the same time? I'm sorry for them, but I'm not sorry for me because I've grown from that. So as I left social media, the radio shows I couldn't do because the website was down. You can't do a show without a website. So it's like they're trying to push me out of business. But you can't push me out of business with the creator.
Mhm.
So that's why I said, I kind of left the creator,
Mhm.
the
But you
job.
did, but you didn't.
But I
Yeah.
didn't leave him. I left the mission for a little bit so
Right.
I can concentrate on me, get myself together, so I'm able to help others correctly. And the
Mhm.
one thing is that the transfers of energy. So just by my voice, by talking to you today,
Mhm.
Teresa,
Mhm.
while we're filming this, if there's a negative thought, it can transfer through my voice and my vibration all the way to you on where you a half hour away from me,
Mhm.
hours away from me. You could be in Australia or New Zealand,
Mhm.
and it would transfer to you. So why would I take that chance with anybody?
Mhm. Don't you think that might be a different way that we're starting to think about harm to none?
Yes.
Because we don't kind of think about things. We have some statements we make all the time about, oh, everything's energy. Well, you need to really get into that and really understand, okay, that's true. How do we begin to really work with that and do not cause each other harm when we don't know
Right.
what we're really doing in that kind of arena? So that's what jumped out at me as you talk about the transference of energy that is negative and harmful to each other.
Right. So when you have um you're hurt inside
Yeah.
as a normal human being, you're just hurt, right? You're hurt by the actions. You lash out, you do whatever you have to do that makes you think that you can solve a problem. If you're too nice then they're like, oh, we're winning, right?
Mhm.
The negative side thinks about that, right?
Mhm.
So, you have your light side and your dark side. We all know that duality on the planet, right? Well, they took it as a weakness. It really wasn't a weakness. It was me standing my power and letting know, okay, I
Mhm.
don't have to be nasty,
Mhm.
but I can let people know how I feel. But it came to the point where I finally had to say, enough. That's enough, Bree. You've done enough. You said enough. You came out and told them what goddess you are, who you are, which is very out there now. Oh boy, is it out there. Um, and and luckily the creator does not have a problem with that because that's truly who I am as Goddess Ayana Madonna.
Mhm.
But in my human life, I'm Bree.
Mhm.
And so sometimes it's hard to separate because of the entwinement that I've done with who I truly am. And it's the first time it's ever been graced on the planet to be allowed to have that higher part on the planet now.
Mhm.
And that's mainly because of the great shift of consciousness that we're in. We're further in it than anybody realizes.
Mhm.
So if you look at it and go, okay, if I'm negative right now, how am I supposed to help the creator's people get through the light? I call them my people also, but they belong to the creator, don't get me wrong. But I say that because of being the senior goddess.
Mhm.
It's not that title is this is a title. That's all it is, right? But that is who I am and that is my responsibility. So why would I confer negativity constantly? So I step back these months,
Mhm.
try to handle the human problems I was having,
Mhm.
along with the non-human problems of the attacks. And I had to stay away.
Mhm.
Did I stay away from people? Not really. You and I talked, other friends of mine talked, right? But I stayed away from the spiritual world till I got myself back together again. So many people will stay to make a dollar.
Mhm. Mhm.
And honestly, that kind of upsets me because how do you give advice while you're going through something
Mhm.
yourself?
Mhm.
You can't.
Mhm.
You're covering it up and then you have transference. So
When you
that's
go
why.
through these kinds of events, though, there is so much personal learning that can totally change how
Right.
you might talk to people. I mean, I think look back and let's just take the last year, how
Hmm.
much we've both changed and what
Hmm.
we've learned, and what can be shared to help. But what you have been going through, I say me too, um,
Yeah.
when you're in these environments of great negativity, what can be because they're fearful
Hmm.
and they make you angry. And it's very much a little microcosm of what's going on the world stage, right? Exactly.
Right.
People are upset, they're angry,
They're in
and
fear.
they're yeah, terribly afraid. They're threatened, they're intimidated, all these negativities, that you can sort of categorize as different sort of events. Um, I hear you saying let's step back and see how we deal with this negativity from a healing standpoint. How do who maybe I feel powerless in this huge world of negativity? I don't have these positions or this money or all these things. What could I possibly do? Well, I think you're going to tell people what they could possibly do because that's one of the greatest learnings we've stepped away from. You know,
Right.
so
So what?
please share some of that if you would.
Sure. I'm watching my auto framing going
Yeah,
off, and I'm going. I can't stop it, so I'm sorry.
we'll just
Um,
call it your energy. It's fine.
I really think it's causing the problem, actually. So what I did first of all is I spent a lot of time relaxing. I spent a lot of time thinking what I did wrong. Um, I spent a lot of time wondering why people did what they did to us
Mhm.
because it affected you
Mhm.
also.
Of course.
I spent time in the bathtub. I did Me, Myself, and I.
Mhm.
It's a program, and I will explain that one day, but I'll give
Mhm.
you a little hint of it.
Mhm.
First of all, me first, who I am today, myself, another higher part of myself inside of me.
Mhm.
Okay. The I am present of who I am. So I had to work on all those levels
Mhm.
before I could even think about even coming back.
Mhm. Did you find you had to set aside some of the things that we have been taught since childhood that says, don't put yourself first? That's selfish. That was a really key thing for me. It's like, well, you better nurture everybody around you, but you can have what's left. And
So,
that we're not taught to nurture ourselves necessarily, at least our
so
generation.
right. So here's the thing: is you're right. We're taught do unto others as you would do unto you know what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
don't even know how to say that. Saying that,
Yeah, there's a whole slew of those kinds of learnings that we've
right?
grown
So it's
up
like,
with.
or turn the other cheek. You know
Yes.
what?
Or do
I'm
no
not.
harm. Hmm.
Yeah, do no harm. But you know, what I've learned. I'll have to turn the other cheek.
No, you don't.
I can just be me. So the one thing I did was one, I didn't care about nothing but myself for a while there.
Hmm.
I mean, I care about you and my friends, and
Yeah,
you
but
know
I
what I'm
know
saying.
what you meant by that.
And I just said, well, I can't be on the radio because I lost the website. So okay, no problem. I'm taking a break.
Hmm.
I'm gonna solve the situation, and then I'm gonna take care of myself. So situation solved. Um, New website is being built.
Hmm.
Um, and am I returning back to radio? Nope. Do you know why?
Yeah, tell us why.
I don't like the negative energy
Hmm.
that comes around it sometimes.
Hmm.
It's like, well, you should do this or you should do that. When the creator's telling me, you're perfect for what you're doing. Why are they telling you to do something different?
Hmm.
One, I could read people all day. That's not my job. That's not on my mission plan. Okay? I'm a healer. I'm a teacher, a spokesperson for the creator. And for the great shift to consciousness. And that's the main mission we're here for to help get our people through the light. So I want to explain that real quick. Two worlds, two earth planes
Hmm.
parallel. We are just going to shift over to the other earth plane. That's all we're doing. We've been told so much that I'm the creator has having me correct things.
Hmm.
And my guides are learning from me as I am learning from them. They're learning from you, Teresa.
Hmm. Yes.
So they learn from all of us. Okay, what do we got to do next to help this and this, or that
Very dynamic, isn't it? And
is.
sometimes it literally changes by the minute.
So the first thing they had to do was get this goddess in shape. That was the first thing. um and yeah, and and shape also was eating the exercise. Okay.
Mhm. But
When
that's
that
part of the me first, nurturing
right,
yourself.
right,
There's a lot of pieces to that.
right. So it's like, what do you eat? What am I eating?
Hmm.
Am I drinking enough water? uh Why am I letting myself go and not exercise? Why
Hmm.
did I give up on myself?
Hmm.
And I didn't really give up on myself. I just stepped back and said, okay, I must forget everything and start over brand new.
Hmm.
And that's what happened.
Hmm. Full reset.
Right. So the reset actually was a good thing. But so as I was going through this whole journey, we'll call it,
Hmm.
that we've been through for the last 2 years. I was gonna put it out there, 2 years. It's been 2 years, and you know
Two
as
and a
much as
half
I do.
years. Yep.
Yeah. So but I learned so much
Hmm.
because here's the thing. The other side, they don't have boundaries and like we do. We have to live by rules. They don't. They can do whatever they want. So I had to adjust to that and respect that to a point that I could let go. So it's not that I agree with what they've done. I just respected it and honored it and let it go. And once I did that, things started forming into the brain. Like in the side of memory, like a light bulb would go off.
Mhm,
Oh, wait a minute. I remember I can do this. Oh yeah. Nope. That's their side. Don't act like that. Don't lower yourself
yeah,
and be like that. And I'm not using the examples of what I've been through. It's
mhm,
everything in life. It's like you go in the grocery store, right?
mhm,
And somebody hits your cart real hard. Well, how are you going to react? Me, I say, excuse me. Other people, can you watch where you're going, please, ma'am?
mhm,
You know, it's like,
mhm,
so those kind of examples is what I want to use. It's like, it doesn't matter what happened, it's what you do with it.
mhm. What I
And with me,
noticed a lot with you, going through a lot of these, or the last couple of years, and we all go through this, but it was like a balancing of your emotions, like not
definitely.
going from one extreme to the other, and then recognizing, oh, what did that accomplish, right? And
Right.
it's not always a matter of being right or wrong. It's a
Mm-mm.
matter of that doesn't have anything to do with it, really. It's about how you manage a situation and not put more negativity out there than you're already stuck in at the moment,
Yeah, with this
right?
mouth, yeah.
It's,
Uh-huh.
well, we all do, you're a spokesperson, so you're going to be sort of out front, but
Well,
the rest of us are quietly loud in the background. you know you get the arrows. But that's one thing I noticed as you begin to work with this kind of stuff.
yeah,
It
the one,
really teaches you that
right.
balance.
The one thing I want to tell you is there is no balance in me.
Mhm.
With
Yeah,
a
you
true
go from
God,
one to
so
the
one
mhm,
deal. So we either have love or hate. That's all we
right,
have. There's no
regatas. Mhm,
balance. There is no gray in the middle.
yeah,
It's one or the other.
yeah,
So it's a constant struggle,
right,
honestly, to stay on the love side,
right.
f when situations happen.
Mhm,
If I see injustice, oh my gosh, you know how I am.
yeah,
That's so wrong. Injustice to,
yeah,
somebody treats somebody wrong. It's like they're making fun of the homeless person, right?
right,
Well, you can be a millionaire right now, but
yeah,
you never know what tomorrow brings. You could lose
right.
everything.
You could be
Oh,
right down there too. Yeah.
right. And the thing is, like the creator taught me,
Mhm,
these people that are homeless are on the side of the light. They're trying to teach others.
mhm, mhm,
And a friend of mine um, did something amazing, and now he was able to see what that felt like.
mhm, mhm.
And it's like, sorry, I got my notes on my phone because my computer wouldn't bring up what I wanted to bring up. So I was kind of look at this, but he was able to see what that brought, the feeling of giving
Yes, yes.
instead of taking.
Mhm,
And another friend of mine, she was able to feel what's the disappointments. She always got her way, okay,
yeah, okay.
and this time she's not getting her way. So now she's feeling the disappointment, having to heal from that,
Mhm.
and that's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
Remember when we used to talk about this journey when we first met, about it being a daily persistence?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like mastery. It's like it's never done. It's like something you work on every day. You just get more wisdom
Right,
as you go. If you can apply it and not, do the same kinds of mistakes or errors, but you just
right.
keep learning.
So with me coming back,
Hmm.
I decided to do things totally different.
Hmm.
One, I have to be the serious somewhere. I'm tired of people telling me I have to be serious. And you know how I truly am.
Yes, I do.
And so that was one thing.
Hmm.
One. The other thing was taking care of myself. Two, getting the courage to come back.
Hmm.
Whoa. Teresa, that was hard.
Hmm.
That was something I had to really work on. Not being, I wasn't worried about if they were, people were going to worry what I was going to say. It wasn't that. It was, am I strong enough to face this again?
Hmm.
But then I have to go. Okay. Goddess, you are here on this mission. You're the senior goddess. You're leading this. You have a team of guides and guardians around you. Do your job.
And know that you're always standing in your truth.
Hmm. And I thought on that last video I did where
Right.
it was horrible because the Wi-Fi
Right. That's reality.
got hacked. I'll just say that they
Yep.
got my
Got hacked.
Wi-Fi,
Yep.
and now everything's hardwired. But the thing about it is it didn't come out great. But what I had to say was truth, and
That's
I
good.
thought, oh, the creator's gonna be upset with me. No,
Mm-mm.
because I told the truth.
And we did the best we could at the time.
Right, but the thing about it
Mhm.
is even if it's not so much about how that video turned out, it was the words that were used.
Right.
And was it true? Yes, every bit of it.
Mhm.
But is it now? It's gone now.
Mhm.
Because you know what? That situation does not matter to me no more.
Mhm.
I'm now here to take control of what I'm doing now
Mhm.
and guide others.
Mhm.
So what I did, and I wrote this to a friend of mine, and I told you this too. There were days I couldn't even get dressed. There
Right.
were days I took a shower, got back into my pajamas, whatever I was wearing, right? And my robe, and just take care of me, right?
Mhm.
Well, now I can finally, I was nurturing everybody else, but I was not nurturing myself during this chaotic time.
Mhm.
And the world is so in chaos right now. And I'm not even talking about what happened to me, but I'm just talking the whole world is. And I have my phone on. I'm seeing these different things coming in on a news thing I have on my phone that I keep to see what's happening in case I don't catch it. One of my guys don't tell me they're not going to interrupt me right now. But like what's happening in Iran and the earthquakes and tsunamis that are happening, the bombings and the children that we are having to heal and go and heal at night and sleep state and different things, right? And there's so much chaos because we're so close into shifting.
Mhm.
So I have to concentrate on that. So leaving this other issue behind was like a blessing.
Mhm. A blessing for the learnings and
Hmm.
a gift to know when to move forward and what to share. Right.
I'd like to take a quick break for a moment and we'll be right back.
Okay. Thank you.